can't be free. Everybody wanna judge, say I'm a thug, I'm a player, I'm a simple, why I can't be me? When I walk up in the store, all the Karens get to staring at me. Put my heart in my music, it's still on my sleeve. Everybody been portrayed.
So fam, what's the word? It's your boy Spiritual Trey, and it is now episode 42 of the Soulful Thoughts blog. Now, first things first, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Today, we're going to be talking about Demons and Angels Part 2. Now, if y'all seen the last video, y'all know I pretty much took all the spookism away from what a demon and an angel actually is, and I told y'all what will make a person an angel or a demonic type of person, right? Now, this video, we're going to go a little bit more into spiritual detail of what angels and demons are. Because if y'all really think about it, in my last video, that was pretty much a vague definition of what an angel and a demon can be, right? Like, humans are way more complex. You know, I should say we are way too complex for anybody to try to put us in one category, right? Like, don't get me wrong, it is people out here who fully are on the demonic spectrum, and there's people out here who fully are on the angelic spectrum. But for the most part, about 90% of the world is right in between, right? We all got our angelic parts of ourselves, and we got our demonic parts of ourselves that we tend to cater to, right? Now, we gonna dive into what is the actual science of that, you feel me? And what the actual terms angels and demons actually come from. Now, first, angels and demons, all of that stems from God, right? Let's speak in biblical terms a little more on this video. What is God? Who is God? What is God? God is nothing but spirit, right? God is the overall spirit, right? If you don't know that, you need to watch my channel a little more. The overall space that we live within, overall spirit, that is what we call God, right? And we all got our own individual piece of God in us, right? Our own individual spirit. You feel me? Our own individual space. You feel me? We all are our own little individual mini versions of God, right? Right. So what does pretty much every religion tell us? Every God has its angels and every devil has its demons, right? Right. Now, if you guys haven't seen my video, I believe it's called The Adam and Eve Story Explained, please go watch that, because that video is tied into this video significantly as well. If you guys seen that video, y'all know, what did I equate the devil to within that story? I equated it to our body, right? Because pretty much all of our, demonic thoughts and demonic feelings that we have stem from our bodily urges, our fleshly desires, right? Right, the body has a mind of its own and its own desires. You feel me? For example, just in case you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna give you just a quick example. For example, you can have higher thoughts that knows that you're not supposed to fornicate, or cheat on your wife, right? But your bodily urges might tempt you to flirt with that stripper in the strip club a little bit more, right? And just from you diving into that forbidden energy of flirting with that stripper, it might lead to a forbidden circumstance where you actually cheat on that woman, right? Right. Then afterwards, you're going to feel what? God cursed Adam and Eve. You're going to curse yourself with the feeling of guilt afterwards, right? If you any type of good person, if you actually if that cheating actually went against your morals, your actual spiritual nature, you're going to feel guilt, right? So that's just a quick little explanation that your body has a mind of its own and can have urges that goes against your spiritual natures, right? So let's put this in perspective. If we know that we are all our own little mini versions of God, right? We form our own realities, right? We're in control of how our reality plays out because we control how our mind operates, right? Hopefully we controlling it consciously anyway, and we not letting life subconsciously happen to us, because that's how you lose control of life and end up in a situation that you can't control, right? Because you're not in control of your mind. But before I venture off too much from the topic, we all our own many versions of God, right? Right. So the thoughts and feelings we give birth to are our angels and demons, depending on what space we are in when we give birth to those thoughts and feelings, right? Now, what do I mean when I say space? Let's think about it. This whole universe is within a space, right? The whole physical universe, if you really think about this, it has to be inside of a space, right? Right. That space, a lot of scientists might call it nothing, but if all of this something exists inside of nothing, something has to come from nothing, right? If you haven't seen my anxiety part 2 video, you need to go watch that because I spoke on that a little more. But so when I say space, a space where we're giving birth to thoughts and feelings, we know thoughts and feelings exist within the mind, right? And we all have our own mental properties. We all have our own mind, our own space, right? Our own mental space. So that's what I'm talking about when I say whatever space you in, because it's always space within space, right? It's always going to be a bigger space that you as a spirit is within. Whatever space surrounds your space as a spirit is the space that's influencing your thoughts and feelings at that moment. Whatever greater space that you are within at the moment, your environment. Your environment and space go hand in hand. Whatever environment or space you are in is going to influence your thoughts and feelings, right? So if you are in an angelic space, you're going to tend to get more angelic thoughts. If you're in a demonic space, you're going to get more demonic thoughts and feelings. What are demonic thoughts and feelings? Well, demonic, if you look at religion, demons exist in hell, right? Which is the lower realm. Angels exist in heaven, which is the higher realm, right? Let's make this make sense in real life. What is our lower realms? Our lower realms are our lower chakras, right? Realms are worlds. Chakras are worlds, right? What are worlds? Worlds are reality. What forms reality? Thoughts and feelings and perspective, right? So our thoughts and feelings come together to create worlds. Our thoughts and feelings come together to create chakras. So our lower chakras are our lower worlds, right? Of course, it's nothing bad with our lower worlds are not necessarily evil. We use our lower chakras to give birth to life, right? Your root chakra conjures up your sexual energy to have sex with another person and give birth to life. Your sacral chakra, that's where your creative energy sparks from, right? You wouldn't be able to write a rap. I wouldn't be able to make this video if our sacral chakras weren't, flourishing the way they're supposed to, right? So our lower chakras are very much needed. It's when you overindulge into anything, when you start to get into the demonic spectrum, right? But the reason we call the lower chakras the demonic realm is because when you get absorbed into those chakras, it cuts off your progression as a spirit. And what did I say in my last video? Stagnation, procrastination, expectation, anything that stops your progression as a spirit is demonic, right? So when you dive too deep into your sexual pleasures, you might become a fucking sicko or a freak, right? You dive too deep into your sacral chakra energy, you might be willing to do anything for your creative gifts to get the acknowledgement that you want, right? Anything, even if it goes against your morals, selling your soul territory, right? You feel me? So when you dive into these chakras, you begin to drown. If you dive too deep into your feelings, what happens? Obviously, you're sad. But what if you try to ignore the feelings that you're supposed to be letting pour out? Depression comes, right? If you just sitting in a subconscious pain and not even tending to that subconscious pain that's in your spirit, it becomes a depressive weight, right? A weight on your shoulders that stops you from getting up to move forward. So when you overindulge into your lower desires, your lower energies, your lower minds, your lower worlds, you're becoming demonic at that point. Your lower thoughts and feelings. If you got the higher thought to go to the gym and start getting your body together, which everyone wants to do, but your lower moods, your lower desires are attached to the energy of laziness, you're never going to get up and actually go to the gym, right? And you're never going to see any progression with your body. You feel me? So we got our lower thoughts and feelings, which are demons, and our higher thoughts and feelings, which are angels. Let's talk about the angels a little more. If y'all haven't seen my video on the 9 dimensions of the mind, I encourage y'all to go watch that. Matter of fact, I need y'all to go watch that. You can't finish this video without watching it. You're not gonna fully understand me. Pretty much, y'all, it's hard to, the way my knowledge is, the way I break down my channel is very organized. It's kind of hard to just jump in and out of my channel. Like, it's real important that you guys at least try your best to watch my videos in order so you won't get confused along the way. But back to it. Assuming everybody's seen my 9 dimensions of the mind video, once we get to the 7th and 9th through the 7th through 9th dimensional perspectives, what did I say we are doing? We are elevating above a mindset that we have been indulged into for a period of time, right? This is when the angelic thoughts and feelings come together. When you actually start to observe your own self or anybody else mindset and determine if that mindset is a productive mindset towards whatever outcome you may be seeking. You feel me? Whether it's you observing a habit that you need to get out of, observing a trauma that's been holding you back too long. You feel me? Observing a religious system to see if it actually does resonate with reality and who you want to be in reality. No matter what you want, no matter what you are observing, once you start observing something that you or someone else have been indulged into for a certain period of time, and you observing it from a keyword unbiased perspective, you are observing something from multiple angles, from an unbiased perspective, you are tapping into your angelic thoughts and feelings. You are in an angelic space at that time. Whatever spirits that are surrounding your spirits at that time, surrounding your spirit at the time, you are around your soul tribe, your soul group. They're helping you observe whatever mental cage that you have been in, and they are literally helping you free yourself from that cage, if you allow them to anyway. If your attachments, your lower demons don't come take over and win the fight. Every day it's a battle between us as gods. Every day go through a battle between our demons and our angels. And whichever one win the battle for the day is going to determine how that day goes. So the God, angel, and demon story is really nothing but a self-battle story if you really think about it. We are the gods. We are our thoughts and feelings are the angels and demons. What side are you on? Because believe me, there are spirits out here who became self-aware and were born in a demon space. So they feel at home limiting themselves. They feel at home limiting others to certain perspectives. They feel at home having power and other people having a perspective that they're under them. It's people, they run the world. A lot of them run the world. It's a lot of demons that in their mind, they're being angels because they're doing nothing but catering to their natural spiritual energies. But it's also a lot of us who were born in angelic spaces, right? Born amongst the angels, and our whole job is to keep the universe moving forward, right? Keep the universe expanding. Decide what side you're going to be on. Are you going to progress to the version of yourself that you want to be? Expand to the version of yourself you want to be? Or are you going to constrict yourself into the attachments, mental cages, and devices that exist within your environment, whatever physical space you are in? So yeah, y'all, next time, y'all, let's say y'all decide to do something like, I just want to give y'all an example. Let's say y'all want to do something like start a new routine, and you want to start waking up and doing yoga and meditation every day. I use that as an example a lot because that's something y'all need to do. But let's say you want to start doing that, right? Every single morning you wake up, you got a battle. Your angel's going to be telling you to get your ass up. You know you want to start this new routine. Your alarm just went off. You set timers. It's time to obey them timers. Get your ass up and do what you got to do. At the same time, you're going to have demons. Like, kind of like on the cartoons, you got the demon on the left shoulder, angel on the right shoulder. Imagine that with chakras. You got your demons in your lower chakras, angels at the right chakras. You got your higher thoughts, your angels telling you to get your ass up, but your lower feelings, your lower demons, your lower desires telling you, man, I'm tired than a motherfucker, though. I swear I don't feel like getting up. I'm not used to this shit. I'm not used to being up this early. more than likely, you a demon, you gonna follow them moves. You feel me? Like, man, I'm just following my moves. I'll try that shit again tomorrow. Most people, 90% of the world, try tomorrow every single day. Every day they try tomorrow. You feel me? And tomorrow never really comes. You feel me? Because they don't never listen to their angels. Unfortunately, demon energy got more power down here than angelic energy. I'm trying to change that, you know, me and a lot more people. So, yeah, that's just a quick little example. It's your boy Spiritual Trey signing out. This was the explanation of what angels and demons are on a much more spiritual level. Remember, you are not your mind. You are the spirit that's forming and creating your mind every single day. Don't let your lower thoughts, your lower demons, and your devil, the flesh, control you, God. Take control over the devil. Take control over your demons, over your lower urges, and rise to your angelic, godly self. It's your boy Spiritual Trey signing out. Love you, family.
On the beat, start preaching. Feel no evil, see no evil, but peep it. I don't aim for the stars, I want leeches. And a snake spawn, I'ma kill the whole species. Rest in peace to all the peaceful preaching. The youngest wildin', but they say they evil, that's kinda reaching. Who really controlling the way you thinking? Find the truth.